Stay double file.
Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky 194, and appreciate you taking the time to visit and check out my video. And we are here back in LFM in the Coach Dave Sprint Series here at Watkins Glen in the AMG EVO. And you know, I said a while ago I had a good setup for this car here. So I just figured I'd run it here real quick. And this is kind of a challenge because I come in cold turkey. I mean, I just got back from work and saw that the race was getting ready to start, so I just kind of jumped in, and I haven't even ran here at Watkins Glen in a while. So this is going to be a challenge, especially
Green light. Go, go, go.
here in LFM. I'm in about the middle of the field. The qualify just okay. Should have done better, but since
Clear on the left.
kind of cold turkey.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Slow car ahead.
See if we can, main thing is to finish. Dang it. Could have jammed it in there, but not great a lap. Better there for sure. Looks traffic trouble up here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the
Trying
left.
to block me. Wow. That's
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
AMG power.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Good save by him. Rears are way too hot. Driving from that slide. You're running with a spit. I don't know. I need to check the track. That's optimum. That.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Oh.
There's a slow car up ahead. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
kind of messed me up. Whoa.
Car on the left.
Too many mistakes.
Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Well, I try to leave my hole, but he doesn't want to go in.
Clear on the right.
I can't send him an invitation, so.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
I'll let you go around, but
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Halfway through, keep it up. Well done, mate. Personal best. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
it's going to end up bad. He's going to end up wrecking me, so I'm just let him go. He seems faster than me, so.
There's a car exiting pit lane.
Definitely a little rusty, not driving as well as I should be. But I'm, not terrible for not practicing or here or driving the AMG at all, so. Looks like the Honda lost it. Definitely need to go over this setup a little bit.
Be careful. Slow car ahead.
Trying to pull it away from the guys behind me. Not by a lot, but a little. So, oh, what is he doing? Must not have been paying attention or something. Yeah, definitely not running at times I thought I would be running, but I'll check it out and see what's going on. To be honest with you, I did do a couple little changes just to be a little bit more on the conservative side since I haven't driven the car or haven't been here. So that might be what it is. But I won't go over it, put it back, and then just, I'd like it to handle this bus stop a little bit better. McLaren's staying right there with me, so he's gained in on me a little bit.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Love the sound of this AMG. setup a little bit. Tires are just they're a little too high.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2.
It. Took it too hard. Top 10, I'll take that. I mean, if I can just hold on, can't keep making mistakes, though. McLaren's gonna be all over me. Enough fuel.
Leaders on final lap now. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Looks like we're catching that Honda.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Alright mate, race is over. Good job, you did the best you could. Take it easy, lead lap.
Alright. I'll take the ninth place, take it. Just got to figure out what's going on with the setup, because I need to be running way faster than that. I mean, I know it's 26 and all that, but I'm going to put it back in my environment and see what it's doing and see if I can improve upon it a little bit here and there. Because I mean, I know I did like I said, I did a few clicks here and there just to I raised the front up one, and I gave it another click of wing, which is definitely gonna slow it down. So that could have been hurting it for sure. But I mean, the only way to find out is to go back and go over the setup again, because I don't want to put it out there and then it's not as good as I thought it was. So where are we? We still waiting for somebody? Oh yeah, somebody's coming. So, but we'll go ahead and go over the results and also go over the setup. So let's go see what we can do. Alrighty, well, we're back here on the LFM webpage at their home on the home page here. So we'll see what the damage is here. See the results. Now there was 9 splits, so yeah, lots. Again, I was in the 3rd split. Strength was 1690. So again, you know, I was in the higher splits a little bit here and there. So I guess it just depends on how many people are there. So yeah, you see Nils, he was in the top split right there. There he was in the BMW. So and is that Jardier? Yeah, I think that's Jardier right there. I think, isn't it? But anyway, maybe not. I thought that was, it looked like him his name, but I could be wrong. Some heavy hitters there in the first split. Second split. Don't really recognize anybody in there, but there could be somebody in there. But I was in the 3rd split. So again, it's not terrible for me. Again, I would like to be in the 1-2s. But again, you know, you got this many splits, 9. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be up there. But anyway, I finished 9th. So I moved up 6 positions. So again, you know, I'm really happy with that, because the car was definitely not right. So I'm thrilled to death that I moved up that many places. Really happy with that. We had 5 incident points. The safety rating went up 0.2, and my ELO went up 30. So not a big gain there. So now we're at 7.62 for my safety rating and 1742 for my ELO. And like I said, the car definitely wasn't where it needed to be, and neither me either. So I'm not saying it's all in the car, but I mean, definitely not bad for cold turkey, and getting through and finishing the race. After thinking about it and looking at it, probably need to apologize to the Honda there at the, I don't know where here he was, but probably need to apologize to him just for the fact that I kind of probably got too aggressive going in the bus stop, because I was thinking about it, and he was on the inside, I think, next to me, and I tried to give him room, though. It's not like I tried to crowd him, but I think he had to run over it so hard that we bumped, and he slid and I slid, and it kind of, I mean, you know, probably could have let up a little bit and just jumped in behind him or something. So I need to do better than that, because I could have ended in tears. So I need to improve upon that, kind of like I did with the Aston Martin. You know, I mean, I could see he was, and I respect him for the fact that he was, you know, a couple times he could have really jammed it in there, but it probably would have ended badly. And I could see he was a little faster, so that's why I just wanted to move over and let him through, and then see what we could do. So again, you know, kudos to him, because I think he did a good job. So let's go ahead and go over the setup. And timetables, I spent over an hour on this, probably an hour and a half. You can see I did 36 laps. Definitely a lot of improvement to be had, and there's a lot more in the car. I'm not, and that is an understatement. There's definitely a good 2 to 3 tenths left in this car. Easy. Really easy. It's just, I'll let it get really kind of warm. It's 25C, and there's definitely more in it. I mean, a couple times in my Delta, I had a 44.4 or 44.5, and that's with the race fuel load and things like that. So again, there's definitely at least another couple tenths in it, no doubt. Especially if you had better weather and was just hitting your marks. A couple times I had it, and the last couple turns would mess me up. And that's another thing. I might change one little thing on it here. The steering kind of messing me up there in those last few corners. I just never could. I'd end up having to turn the wheel too much, and I hate doing that. But what we got, put these back because it's a little warm. But we got 24.5 left front, 25.2 left rear, 25.6 right front, 25.8 right rear. The toe's a negative 0.2 with the camber at negative 3.8 on the left front, negative 3.5 on the right front, with the caster at 12.5. And on the rear, the toe is positive 0.1 with the camber at negative 3.1 on the left rear and negative 2.8 on the right rear. Now, lots changed from the race. I think the caster's about the same, but that's about it. And the rear toe. Negative camber, I increased. And I know I did some adjustments. Kuno's did some adjustments with the AMG. And it does seem definitely different because it took me an hour and a half. And I've pretty much changed a lot of stuff. Put through some more negative toe in the front. A lot more negative camber in the rear. So this is all different than what it was in the race. So, and, to get my spread where I want it and the way I would like it to feel. And, of course, the electronics are 4 and 3. Of course, fuel had 65 liters. You see how many tires I was going through. And number 1 brake pad. Now, this is all different also. Anti-roll bar is 4. Brake bias is 54. Steering is, I'm going to go down to 12. I like that better. So 13 was just those last 2 or 3 turns. I'm having to turn the wheel too much, and it's just throwing my timing off. So I'm just going to go down 1 click. Springs are all the way down in the front, 130,000 with a bump stop rate of 500 and a bump stop range of 3. And on the rear, the springs are 107,000 with a bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 10. Anti-roll bar is 3, and the preload on the diff is 80. So all this is different. I don't think there's anything on here that's the same. Pretty much everything is different. I changed the springs, bump stop rates, ranges. Well, the ranges are probably the same. Anti-roll bar, preload, everything here is different. I've pretty much adjusted everything. So it's pretty much almost wiping the slate clean and starting over. I wouldn't mind trying. I had this in the race. One click, a spring, and I wouldn't mind maybe trying going up. But, it makes it hitting that bus stop so harsh and upsets the car so hard. I just don't think that it works. And then you start to get understeer pretty good going through some of these corners. So I just went this way, and I'm really happy with it. Again, I blew my personal best away pretty much. So by at least 2 or 3 tenths. So I'm really happy with that. And it's not like it's cold weather or anything like that. So now I'm trying a few different things with the Motec here with the shocks. I got on the front, on the left front it's 0407, and on the right front it's 0406. On the left rear it's 0107, on the right rear it's 0107. So I actually, because kind of like the wing, even though it's 0, there's still something there. It's not like there's nothing. It's just, again, there's still something there as far as the bump. It's just, even though it's at 0, and just like the wing, the wing, if you have 0, it's not like you remove the wing. It still has wing. It's just the lowest setting. So that's what I'm trying that to see, and trying to get my Motec to where it looks the way I want it to. And let's go over that really quick. I'm just going to show it really fast. So I know this video is running longer. You see all the laps. You can see that's a 44.6. I did make a few adjustments after this, but you can see it's pretty close. We're all around, right around 50, 51. And I did make a few clicks to try to smoothen the graphs out a little bit more, but they're not bad. I think they came in pretty good. So I'm happy with that. And again, that's all been a lot of adjustments there also. Aero got 47 in the front, 72 in the rear with a 7 wing, a 10 splitter, a 4 and a 3 and the brake ducts, and the front aero variation is a 0.8 to the positive. So again, everything here has been changed. Also, there's nothing. I think maybe not the ride height. The ride height in the front I think is the same. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's the same. So because I wanted to make sure it was clearing, and I went down 1 to 46, but it was in turn 1. It was hitting really hard, and in certain places it would hit really hard. So and it was messing the time up. So I went up with just 1 click. Other than that, I took 1 click of wing out, and I took 1 click of ride height out. So it's got a little bit more speed down the straightaway. I think like another mile an hour, because I noticed that sometimes they were pulling on me down that long straightaway. So of course, I know it's the Honda, which is really fast, but still, AMG's no slouch either. So I just took 1 click out. And also, it needed a little bit more rotation anyway, so there's no advantage to running more wing. But that's what I had in the race, so that's what was. So, like I said, it was actually, I'm sure it was hurting me. I also opened up the brake ducts 1 click a piece because it's just getting. As you went, the tires progressively got more pressure, kind of like they did in the race where I was overpressured, and that's what they were doing in this also. So what I did was open them up 1 more click, so that should keep the pressures more even and hold them steady. The brakes do get blue down that back straightaway some, but there's nothing you can do about it. I almost kind of wish Kuno's had like half steps instead of 3, 4. It had 3.5 to 4. There's a 1 step in between those because it seems like sometimes you either get it to where they're too hot or they're too cold. But, I mean, again, I'd rather do that to keep the tires under control as far as the pressures and not getting over-pressured. So that's why I went with that. So that should be good for a little bit. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the setup. I think, again, this is a pretty good step above what I had in the race. And, of course, obviously, driving-wise, knocking the rust off me as far as the driving and driving the AMG and at Watkins Glen. Because, like I said, I literally went in there absolutely cold turkey other than qualifying and doing a few laps and then the race. So, I mean, I was happy with the result. Again, it's on the positive, and it's a decent finish, a good race. It was fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. And any comments or feedback below would be great. I mean, I really would appreciate it. I love talking to all my sim racing friends. And, again, I hope you give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. And the link for the setup will be in the description, just like all my setups. And of course, they're all free. If you click on it, it's not like it's going to ask you for money. So it's all free if you want to try it. Hopefully it'll work for you. Again, I just appreciate watching my video all the way and like and subscribing. That's great support. I do have a PayPal link also if you want to support the channel that way. And I appreciate everybody that has in the past. And I sure hope that you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.